No Ohio government actions are recorded specifically for January 31, 2026, based on available sources, which cover activities up to January 30 and previews for the year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The closest relevant events from late January 2026 include the following major government actions: legislative activities, enforcement preparations, and public announcements by state agencies and officials. Governor Mike DeWine's statements on federal ICE actions, January 30, 2026. On Friday, January 30, 2026, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine held a press event where he criticized planned federal immigration and customs enforcement, ICE, actions in Ohio, particularly potential deportations of Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, following the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's termination of protected status for around 350,000 beneficiaries, effective Tuesday, February 2, 2026. At 11:59 p.m., DeWine described the federal decision as a mistake, citing Haiti's extreme violence, gang control, economic collapse, and non-functional government and police. While noting Haitian refugees' contributions to Ohio's economy, he reported mixed signals from ICE on whether deportations would occur in Springfield, home to 12,000 to 15,000 Haitian immigrants in a city of under 60,000 residents. DeWine emphasized that state and local law enforcement are preparing, with officers trained in de-escalation, and expects ICE to follow proper procedures if actions. This follows federal agent-involved fatalities in Minneapolis earlier in January, sparking immigration debates. 1. Ohio School Bus Safety Grants Announcement, January 27, 2026. Governor Mike DeWine and Ohio Department of Education and Workforce Director Stephen D. Dakin announced $10 in Ohio school bus safety grants, awarded to 371 schools, districts, and county boards of developmental disabilities to fund transportation upgrades and advanced safety features. 2. Additional education updates included online makeup hour plans, allowing up to 3 online days for emergencies, excluding blended learning or online schools. Resources from the Ohio Traffic Safety Office for required teenage driver education, changes to industry-recognized credential reimbursements, and a mandate for Tier 1 dyslexia screeners for all kindergarten students between January 1 of their kindergarten year and January 1 of the next year. 2. New state laws taking effect January 1, 2026. Several Ohio laws enacted prior to 2026 became effective January 1, 2026, impacting schools, workers, and public health, as reported in a December 31, 2025 broadcast. 3. Key provisions include statewide mandatory restrictions on cell phone use in all school districts during the school day to reduce distractions and improve focus. Many districts already had policies. Protocols for schools carrying Narcan, opioid overdose reversal drug, addressing incidents in districts like Toledo, Cleveland, and Columbus, and a minimum wage increase, specific amount not detailed in sources. 3. State of Emergency Proclamation for Winter Storm Fern, January 24, 2026. Governor Mike DeWine issued a proclamation on January 24, 2026, declaring a state of emergency due to Winter Storm Fern, which began impacting Ohio that day with extreme cold, wind chills below zero, and up to 12 inches of snow, sleet, and freezing rain in some areas within 36 hours. 4-6. The proclamation activated the State Emergency Operations Center, transitioned to assessment and monitoring on January 22, directed state agencies to provide services, equipment, and supplies, and suspended purchasing and contracting requirements under Ohio Revised Code Chapters 125 and 153 for the Ohio Emergency Management Agency and others during the emergency. 4. Legislative preview and ongoing activities. As of January 28, 2026, the Ohio General Assembly resumed session, with the National Federation of Independent Business, NFIB, previewing 2026 priorities including property tax reform, following $3 in 2025 relief offset by eliminating the 2026 expanded sales tax holiday, energy/data center policies like voluntary demand response programs, opposition to healthcare mandates increasing employer health insurance costs, securing unemployment trust fund solvency to avoid federal borrowing and tax hikes, and opposition to House Bill 447, which seeks to increase non-economic damage caps. NFIB testified against it and issued a call to action. 5. No specific votes or passages tied to January 31. 5. A January 25, 2026 review mentioned Governor DeWine activities in energy utilities and a state Senate campaign endorsement, but lacked detailed actions. 7. These represent the most recent and comprehensive Ohio government activities from available data, primarily involving Governor DeWine executive actions, the Department of Education and Workforce grants and mandates, and legislative previews. No enforcement actions, public events, or legislative votes are documented for January 31, 2026 itself. Sources indicate preparation modes for weather, immigration, and session resumption rather than completions on that date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.